Hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I forgot that I was muted during the intro, and I started speaking, and then all of a sudden I saw the host has unmuted you, and I'm like, oh, jeez.
I saw you start like moving your lips. I was like, since I was just unmuting myself, I'm like, and unmute. Well, we've got a chat going crazy already tonight. Welcome, everybody. Brenda, I saw pop in. Melissa, Sandy, hello. Sandy, I will be seeing you here hopefully in the next week when I get to Minnesota. Francie is back. I feel like I haven't seen Francie pop in here for a while. So welcome, everybody.
Yeah, hello. And Bree and Karen. Nice to see all of these friendly names in the chat.
Christy, hello. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, these Francie are oh god, I'm trying to think of what they're called now. They're called Pear, I think. It's the ones that have the little clip-ons that you can change the frames on them. She said she liked my glasses, but they're magnetic. And it was a waste of money. I'll be honest. The magnets don't stay on; they fall off, and so now I just wear the blue. But I think they're sitting here. Here, I'll show you. They just don't stay on, but they're so cool. Like here's the here's the flowered ones.
Oh, I love those. Oh yeah,
they don't stay on.
Gotcha.
Some of them they bend a little bit, so there. These ones are staying, but
yeah.
We'll see if they stay on.
Oh, yeah, they're very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of fun, but the minute you go to adjust and touch them, they'd
when
be
they fall.
Great if they had a strong magnet. It'd be perfect. But
Yeah. I'm doing the Wilson thing, Melissa says. Let me try. Hey there, Christopher and Shirley. I'm thinking it's my overhead light, perhaps. Let's see. Yeah,
maybe.
now it's coming out a little brighter. Yep. It's that darn overhead. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Christopher's late at the office. He did a live the other day from home, which I hadn't seen that since I kind of started on the team. So I was like, oh, he's going live at home for, I think he was explaining one of the specials coming up or something. So
yeah. I miss it. Last year, there was a couple of lives where he did them from home and he was showing off his Lego collection. So,
yeah. He's got, when I was there for the class, I got to see the Lego, well, this was in the store, the Lego closet, which is literally like a hallway. Open the door, it's a long hallway with the decorations on one side that he always has behind him, which I have none right now. And then the whole back end was like, it was like Target. I mean, it was like Legos all over. So we actually did a Lego, I think it was the second night we did a Lego. It was really fun. Like team. Have you done a team Lego build before?
No.
Oh gosh, you have to. They're like these big kits, and you get a team. You sign up. Like you do. It's an app. It tells you what bag, what part to pick, and then you put together stuff. Then all of a sudden it'll tell you princess needs to change with the pirate. So then you give your piece to this person, and then by the time you're done, you have it all built. It took us like 4 hours to build this Disney thing. It was pretty cool.
Wow. Very cool. Oh, did you freeze up, Shawn? Okay. Better. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my lighting tonight. It was absolutely perfect Sunday night when I was on. And now all of a sudden it's kind of dark and I don't get it. So hopefully it gets better. I think we may have temporarily lost Shawn. So while we're getting Shawn back, why don't I go ahead and come down to my desktop and I will start to walk you through our bundle for tonight. So we actually have a really fun bundle that we're going to be playing with tonight. We are using the Pirate Party stamp, which is one of my favorites. It's so well used. I mean, I clean my stamps after every use, but these have just been used so often that, it's tough to get them sparkling clean. So we have our Pirate Party stamp. We're using the Flower Power paper. We're also using the phone book cardstock. And we have the Silver Moon Chunky Glitter Glaze, which is one of my favorites. I've used it before.
Yeah, it's tough to get them sparkling.
Just to show you.
So we have our Pirate Party stamp.
Just so sparkly and beautiful.
Power paper. We're also using
the teal candy coat.
And
so for the bundle, you get all of these items, and there is a 15% discount off the price of $83.93, which brings it down to $71.34. And there's one other piece that I forgot to mention. It was hiding behind my stamp set, the GeoLeaf stencil. So we have that we're using as well. Shawn, when you had ducked out, I figured that would be a good time to go over the product in the bundle.
Perfect. I was still showing. I was working and you froze, and so I was like, what? And then I'm like, nope, I think it's me.
Oh, Melissa, let's see. She's asking, how much does a pirate pay for a piercing? I think I know the answer to this. I'm thinking it's a buccaneer.
Oh, gosh. Got to Google all these dad jokes like I promised last week. I forgot to get some jokes ready.
Oh, too funny. So yeah, we have a fabulous bundle, and Shawn and I think, have some really fun cards that we made. Shawn, would you like to jump in and show your card?
Sure. So this is mine for tonight, and I did the background with the phone book, and then I did the geo stencil with the 2 glitter glazes on the background after ink blending it. Did several off the stamp set, and then I just did a little focal point, cut out some paper, and then this I put up on a wobble. so it like looks like the ship is turning. So that is mine.
Awesome. And here is my card that I made. And what I love about this set is there is a sentiment in there that is, may your compass be true. And I just absolutely love that. And I thought that with Pride coming up, it would be fun to incorporate that particular sentiment. And really a message of just staying true to yourself and being who you are. So that it was the inspiration for my card tonight. I used the stencil down here to form like a platform that he's standing on. And then used several elements from the paper pad and the stamp set. So there is everything.
Love it.
Thanks. Yeah.
I did the same thing. That's why I did the Be Who You Arg, just because I thought same thing with Pride, time of year. I thought this was a great sentiment. So it's got a couple of these on here that would work perfect for Pride, even like Savvy and these ones that we're using. So yeah.
Yep.
And this goes great with, I hear we possibly have mermaids coming out for June. So I feel like this set would be great to start to go with your mermaids and things coming out as well. So that ocean theme.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
Yeah. Nice. Well, shall we start in?
Let's get started.
Okay.
I'm going to ink blend first. I need to ink blend my background before I show you what I did with the Geo Stencil, just to lay down my glitter glazes. So I'm just going to ombre a little bit on my background here.
Gotcha. I did a little bit of pre-work. I did some stamping because I have a lot of coloring and a lot of fussy cutting tonight. And I didn't want to have to put the dryer on to dry the candy coat. So I went ahead and pre-stenciled my patterned paper with the candy coat down the bottom so that had time to dry as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and really start with coloring because I have a lot of that to do. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, mine's I've got several pieces. I kind of went overboard in the pieces, but by the time I put a couple on the sample, I was like, now I feel like I got empty space. So I kept adding pieces.
Yeah.
I'm just going a little darker on my ombre than I did for my test one, just for effect. Give it kind of that ocean feel on the background.
Nice. Melissa, I hear you. Thank you for channeling your inner Walter humor. That's always appreciated. Hope everyone's having a good week with the holiday. It's already Wednesday, so hard to believe it's going by quick.
I feel like these holidays, it throws you off. Like I'm off a day. Like we were just talking before the live, like we're like, is it garbage day tomorrow? I'm like, no, we have another day. No, it's actually Thursday tomorrow. It's garbage. I'm like, it just throws you off.
Yeah. Yep, it sure does. Shawn, Melissa's asking, what are your inks?
I got Catherine Pooler, so I'm just blending. Where's my blue? I used Dress Blues. My yellow is Glitz, and then I'm used this aqua-ish is Daydream. Just to give it this aqua blue with a little bit of green with that blue and yellow combined on my background.
Nice.
I'm not too worried about just smooth ombre, just because I'm throwing a lot of glaze and stuff over this with that stencil. So I just need a little peek through with the color coming in between it.
Do you like those inks?
I do. I now that I've got more distress and felt pad kind of ones, I like the felt pads just a little bit better. These you really gotta. I felt like as a newbie when I got these, this was my first set actually, and the minis were actually my first set. I've got the full sizes, but they get really juicy, so you really have to learn how to control and how much to load up and things. So it took me a while to get used to that, but
okay.
Yeah, I do like them. She's got great colors, but I'm actually kind of testing some other brands out. I bought myself some Simon Hurley, so I got to try out the Simon Hurleys. I bought myself some Gina K so I can, I'm just testing out, just only because, not that I dislike them, I'm just bored and I want to try some new ones.
Oh yeah, totally. I use the Simon Hurley. I do really like those. I'm also a big fan of the Alta New inks. They're really good. So my go-tos are usually Simon Hurley, Alta New, some Concord and Ninth, and of course the Distress ink and Dockside.
Yeah, I really love Distress.
Yeah.
Do you have the whole Simon Hurley line?
Not everything. I kind of started with just like the basic Roy G. Biv, and then started to branch out into some additional shades. Like his pinks are fabulous.
Yeah.
He has some great pink colors. His mint color of very, very light green is gorgeous. I love it. So, yeah, it's just a few.
Now, I did buy his lunar pastes. Not all of them. I have probably a little over half of them. I like that. I like those. But yeah, I mean, the inks themselves, I just am kind of starting to experiment. So.
Yep.
All right. So what I did, I am blocking off row by row. So if you look at this, I've got every other row with the candy teal, every other row with my silver moon. Little hint with this: after you do your first row and you have to rotate to cover it to do the rest, you're going to want to take. I use my sticky notes, and then I bend them slightly to keep them off the page so it doesn't smush down what I already did. Just a little tip.
Nice.
A little tidbit for the evening.
Tips are always appreciated.
Christy's like, I love my Simon Hurley. I know, and I actually haven't even opened mine. I just packed them up right away after I bought them because I know I was moving. So I can't wait to actually crack those open after I move because I think I got 4 or 5 colors. And of course, now he's got new formula, or not new formula, but new pads out. But
yeah, yep, I saw that. I don't have any of the new. I just have his originals. But yeah, for me, they blend really nicely.
All right, after you do your first row, I just rotate this, go every other. So I'm just going to cover this piece up, and this is where I bend it to keep it off of my row behind. And I just kind of lightly hold that with my fingers, and then I'll put down my other row. So I can just do every other. And after you do this card, or this way, you're going to have to just pre-plan because you're going to have to let it dry in between. So I did one color, let it dry, and then I came back and did the second color. So this took me, I let it dry for several hours and came back to it. In mine, I'm putting on pretty thick. I like it to kind of fill that stencil all the way to the rim of the design. I have done it where I've scraped it down just so I get a little light coat, but yeah, this one I'm filling in pretty hefty. Now, after you're done, you're just going to take and set this aside. This is all I'm going to do just to show. And then I would take and remove this and then set this aside to dry. Then you'd go back and do your row of your silver moon, okay? And then when you're done, you're going to get that. I just didn't ink blend this one, but I did on my samples.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I really like that we both kind of took not surprisingly, kind of a different take with using the mediums tonight, where you really used it quite a lot in your background, both the glitter glaze and the candy coat. I kind of use it sparingly. I have like the one row of the candy coat at the bottom. And then my main use for the glitter glaze is really on like the treasure chest, the rainbow, the gold, just to kind of make it shimmer and sparkle a bit.
Yeah. And I noticed that when we saw our samples after the fact. I was like, oh, now he used it on his elements. Where I didn't use it on any of my elements this time.
That's what's beautiful about creating together. We each bring something unique, and I'm always inspired by you. So,
Well, I don't think we have ever really told everybody, but like we don't. So what Walter and I do usually after every Wednesday, most of the time after Wednesdays live, we stay on camera with each other. We determine what the products we want to use for the following week. We submit them for approval for the package, and then we have a deadline to get to Heather our card. But you and I don't ever confer like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do, and what are you going to do to keep it? Like we have yet to confer of what we're doing. So,
oh right,
and we've been so different every time, which has been kind of fun.
Absolutely, yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, and honestly, that's what I think is so awesome about it is just seeing the different takes with the same products.
Right. Sandi, my friend, how's your arm doing? Sandi had surgery on her wrist or something, and I know recovery was doing well, but I think she overdid it crafting this weekend, I think she said. So how's the arm there doing that, my friend?
Sandi, you gotta take it easy there.
You gotta let yourself heal. It makes it worse to overdo it, All right, I did my girl kind of. I was trying to get a little pirate kind of colors on her for her attire. I kind of had Jack from Pirates of the Caribbean attire in mind when I was trying to color her.
Oh yeah, Melissa, you're sweet. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
When I hear Sandi's name, the musical theater geek in me wants to start singing Sandi from Greece.
You're going to say that.
Sandi, baby.
Today is better. Oh, good. Christy, did we do something special for our anniversary? We went out for drinks at our favorite little brewery here in town. But that was about it. We literally have been packing all weekend to get ready for me to move on Friday to Minnesota for a new job. And so we've been long days unpacking and moving offices and staying. My craft room is in a new craft space, so hence the new background that I have to add some stuff behind me yet. But yeah, no, and after 32 years, we're kind of good with just having a day drinking happy hour and being back early. But thank you for asking. I am backwards? What do you mean? Oh, let me try. Oh, you know what? Mirrored? Oh, I see. I see my pencils are on the wrong side. Okay, hang on. This part I can do. Hopefully I don't disconnect myself again. I was clicking too many buttons.
Ruh-roh.
I know. Ah, there we go. Mirrored image. What are you coloring with? Are you doing markers? I didn't even look at that.
Yeah, I'm using alcohol markers on my stamped images. I'm kind of using a combination of the Alta Nu alcohol markers and the Ohuhu. I am a huge fan of the Ohuhu. I actually only have a handful of Copics. I mainly use Ohuhu. Yeah, I just really they're really nice markers.
I've seen those pop up more and more and more lately with people using them. So, because you hear such mixed reviews of alcohol markers.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah, you really do. And I have to say, I think that the Alta Nu markers are wonderful. They're great. I have quite a few of those. And having gone through their program, the certification program, I wanted to be using their products on the
that's right.
projects I did.
Yeah, that's right.
But they are really, really fabulous markers. So I am just coloring with my alcohol markers right now.
I feel like alcohol markers. I have a hoo markers, and just it was my first set I bought, but man, it takes practice.
Oh yeah,
with blending and getting a nice blend.
Yeah, it sure does. And for me, how much I blend really depends on the kind of image I'm coloring. To where, like, if I'm doing kind of like florals, then obviously there's a lot of blending that I try to do. Something like this with just a quick character, I don't tend to blend as much. Where they're smaller characters.
Yeah.
If it was a fuller size, character, I probably would. But I have a lot of fun with them. I enjoy the markers.
I do too. I'll just sit at my couch and like stamp. I'll stamp out some things and cut them to size so I can just use them on the couch and just like as I'm watching TV practice and do some florals and character. I need to do more characters is what I need to do. I don't practice enough characters at all. There's so many cute ones out there.
Yeah. Yep. Christy, you crack me up, my dear. She says, I just like saying, oh, hoo.
Yes.
She's not wrong. It is fun to say. It's like the one time I can say it and not be looked at strangely for saying something weird,
Yeah, Francie's like Gesundheit. You kind of have to, like, every time I say it, I feel like I have to pause and think to make sure I say it right.
Hey, Ellen. I didn't see you sneak in. Sorry to hear about your feet today. Bless you, Francie. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just doing colored pencils. No Gamsol. I'm just kind of keeping this I'm not going to smooth this out. Keeping it just a kind of a rough, characterish kind of coloring. No major blending or anything.
I've never used Gamasol.
Oh, I love it, especially when I'm doing like some florals and stuff. And now that I've got these Prismacolor pencils, these are so smooth and so creamy that Gamsol just literally just melts it. It's kind of fun.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. After taking a class with Jen Shirkus, I mainly use, I have the Distress watercolor pencils, and I really just mostly wet down my watercolor brush and go right against the pencils, leave them in the case, and just watercolor with them.
Oh, yeah. I love those. Those are probably my all-time favorite purchase, I have to say. Yeah. I use them a ton, and I either color with them and then blend it out, or I actually took the shavings and like watered them down in a little pan set made a pan set out of them. I saw another person on YouTube do it, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some Gamasol. I don't have any. Never used it. Never heard of it until Francie mentioned it one night on one of our lives, and I was like, I don't even know what that is, so I had to look it up.
Oh yeah. Isn't that funny how this is what we're doing, but like you hear all these things from YouTubes and things, and it's like after they do it, then I do the same thing. Like I look it up, what is it? What does it do? Do I need it? And then, that's how we just start trying all this stuff,
Yeah.
I think I got the idea from Gina K, because she hates markers, but she'll use colored pencils and Gamsol a lot, and that's where I heard of Gamsol.
Oh.
It's from Gina K.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some.
So just a quick mention, 2 things to mention. I think we forgot, Walter. One, that everything we're using, because we are on design team, we did get free of charge, but we're just here to use the products, show you guys how to use these different products and feature them for you. We obviously have a bundle for you every week. I know these bundles have been selling out, so make sure to, if you're interested, get your bundle going, because these have been selling out. Then the other thing is Walter and I created a new hashtag, and I noticed last week Pam, who got lost in our craft room with us last week, posted her card and hashtagged it. So that hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays. So if you get inspired by anything we are doing or the stamp set and you have it and you go try to replicate what we're doing, feel free to do hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays, because we just really want to see what you guys are doing and get inspired with. So we'd love to see that.
Absolutely.
Catching up on the chat here. Chris Dayton. Oh, I'm gonna have to go look that one up. Where he did use Prismacolor pencils and Gamsol. I'm gonna have to go look that. I'm gonna have to look that person up.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I haven't heard that name before.
Yeah.
Fancy. Gina K did a nice live full of tips and tricks for stamping and die cutting last night. Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at that. I usually have her a notification, but I've been crazy busy packing and stuff, so I'm not caught up on all my stuff I watch. Hopefully everybody had a good holiday weekend and got some rest in as well. I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. I keep going off camera here. I'm too laser focused. I keep moving it towards me. Oh, yes. Thank you, Melissa, for putting that in there. Oh, super with Gina K. Okay, I'm going to have to go check this one out.
Ooh, Ellen, nice. She mentioned that Christopher had mentioned that there'll be the creative cards coming out with a pack of Guy cards.
Oh,
nice. Ellen, I end up saying this every week. I realize that, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but my dear, you just rock those cards. You really
she
do.
does.
I love seeing what you're creating.
Yeah, she does. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, I think we say it every week. She's just got some amazing cards going.
Yeah. Yes, I agree, Francie.
Yep, so do I. Totally. Like she's one of the first ones I ever watched and she got me hooked, I can tell you that much. And I think I actually started watching some of her old videos that popped up before I even saw some of her new stuff when I first started doing this. All right. Well, hello, Candi. Not yet. I pack up the U-Haul tomorrow, and we hit the road on Friday. We should be getting into town on Sunday, so I'm not too far away. Couple days yet. I feel like this move is epic. Everyone's like, "Are you in town yet? Are you in town yet?"
Well, it sounds like people are excited to be connecting with you again.
Oh, I can't wait just to do a craft night. I think Sandy's got a date picked out already to do it. She's got her crafting group and get a group of people to craft with will be fun.
Nice. Yeah, that's one thing locally here. I really don't have any crafty friends locally, so I got my virtual ones though. Shout out to McWiff.
Yes. Well, and I think it's tough too, like, for guys in this, it's not like an abundance of let's have a guys' night and craft. It's like, and not that that there's anything wrong with like doing it with the ladies, but like it would be nice to have a guy crafty night too,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where is my brown? Oh, Candi, that's what Sandy keeps saying. Well, hello, T, Madam T.
Hey,
How are you? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
yeah.
Our little pirate party this evening. I know Gaz is like across. I would be fearful. I think Gaz would be at one of our houses every night if he was close.
Oh, he is a character.
I need to contact that guy. We need to do it. I need to group up with him again. And we had so much fun doing our live together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Last, I think it was Friday night, Christy, Melissa, myself, Gaz, and Andrea were just online chatting together. And Gaz was telling us some stories about where he works. And I'll tell you, it was interesting.
I can only imagine. I know what he does. And so
Yeah.
impressed with that alone for what he does. I can just imagine what he's got for stories too, and what he sees and hears. And
yep. Well, hello, Andrea. I just mentioned your name. Say her name and she appears.
I'm looking. I missed her popping in. Well, hello.
Of course, Candi. Plug away.
I can only imagine Ellen has some stories too.
Oh, yeah. I bet Ellen. Absolutely.
What am I missing there? Does she know Gaz really well? What am I missing?
Ellen?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ellen used to work in a similar environment.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's awesome, Candi. So, did you mean YT YouTube?
Must be YouTube.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
If anyone out there is not following Sugar Cards on YouTube, let's help Candi out. Go out there and give her a follow and help her reach that goal. That is awesome.
And we do have everybody, all of our design team now is linked in the description below. And Candi is in there. Candi's our design team lead. So you could find it in there if you're not sure how to find it. There should be links for everybody down there. Give them a like and a follow and a comment because our team is just kicking out some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Yep, absolutely. Melissa had a fabulous card that she posted today. Shalana did. Yeah, just some really beautiful cards, and it's nice to see. Now, I'm not a scrapbooker, but we have some members of the design team who are, and their stuff is just gorgeous.
Well, I think this is going to be a fussy cutting evening because I think I packed my dies.
Oh, you're lucky that you have the dice for these. I did not buy the dies last year, so the only thing I can do is fussy cut them.
Oh, you're fussy cutting too. Okay, well then we're in sync. I did get the dies with mine, but yeah, I think where's my stack? She might be in this one stack I had to move. Let's fingers crossed, because then I can show the dies. Fingers crossed.
One of my favorite cards that I made for Brutus Monroe last year was actually with this release. It was a rocker card that was a pirate ship, and I made like a sail to go on it, and I had each of the characters. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. This set, when I first got it, it took me a while to try to think of some stuff. There's so many pieces and characters and things that it took me a little bit. But once I wrote down several ideas once they started coming, because this one's got so many pieces you could do stuff with.
Mm-hmm. Great news, Candi. Congrats.
Look at that. 2 right off the bat. That's awesome.
I know. I need to work on building up my YouTube following. That's the one that I need to pay attention to.
It's hard. I mean, it's just with all these stuff, the algorithms are just crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. My Instagram this year really took off, and Christy and Melissa and Francie kind of laugh at me, but looking at the analytics of all of a sudden, I got this huge amount. I received a huge amount of German followers. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe how many German followers I have, which I think is awesome. I absolutely love it.
Like, did you happen to post a German brand or something, or
no? I'm thinking that perhaps work with some of the brands that I work with really has helped in getting me more exposure, maybe.
Yeah. Alta New maybe.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, huge influx of German followers. I was like, that's awesome. Never dreamed of going international.
Oh, I'll just leave it there.
Oh, that's awesome, Melissa. Congrats. Great news.
Francie kind of said what I had on my mind, so I'll defer to Francie.
Oh, you know what? She could be right.
She might be.
Yeah. That boy makes me blush.
Melissa, I have good news, but it won't mean a lot to anyone. My son got the job he wanted. Oh, nice. What job was he after, Melissa? Was he is this I don't even know how old he is. What was he going for? I can relate, just getting a new job. That stuff is stressful.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The whole process nowadays is just crazy. Speaking of algorithms, I get really frustrated with AI sometimes because it's like I had applied for jobs like with literally, I could hardly even hit send. Within 2 minutes. It says you have did not get this job due to meeting certain qualifications. I'm like, okay, that's
Wow.
that's AI. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you, I just have no interest in like interviewing. Luckily I work for a good organization. I'm, happy. So there's no need to be out there. But yeah, I just have no desire to. I've been there now for, geez, this is going to be my 12th year at the end of September. So,
Oh, good for you.
yeah.
For me, it's just being in the airlines. It's ever so changing, and the industry changes so much. The companies change their culture so much that it's
Oh,
just crazy.
yep.
And it can be a little competitive. It's a little competitive industry.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel that the pandemic really kind of changed it as well. Because so many companies started to make different regulations. It slowed down so much.
Yep. It literally changed the travel and hospitality industry like big time.
Yeah.
I gotta look up. I miss where Melissa said what he got. No, it just meant a lot to us. Oh, that's awesome. I had one other thing I was going to mention, and I forgot. I think it was the everybody's links down below. I'm almost done fussy cutting. Are you still fussy cutting? Yep.
I am. I have just a few more things to fussy cut.
I think I'm on my last piece. Oh, I got one more. Where did it go? Right here.
Oh, nice. Good news is that I really don't mind fussy cutting for the most part.
I did not like it at first, but I feel like this is one of those things that you just have to do it more to really kind of understand just the technique of it,
Mm-hmm.
to get it more crisp and even, and like the right shears and things. Right tools obviously help, but I did not like it at first, but I don't mind it. Actually, I've done so much now that I keep saying this every live too, but I've never fussy cut so much since using Brutus Monroe papers because they're so fun to cut up.
Oh, yeah.
I actually really feel like I've even gotten better at it in the last how many months of being on the team because I just have done so much.
Yep. Yeah, that's true, T.
If nothing else, it raised awareness about personal space. Oh yeah, oh for sure, personal space, and honestly, and with that T2, just the hygienics of traveling and wiping down air. I have never seen so many people bring baby wipes and things now to wipe down seats and tray tables because let's just say they're probably not the cleanest surfaces that may or may not get wiped down in between each flight. And I've seen lots of feet up on those tray tables. Let's just say that.
Oh, people are interesting.
Oh, I could sit. I mean, my job is at the airport, not mainline anymore, but like I was never in the terminal a lot, usually in the crew rooms, but I could literally sit out in the terminal all day and just people watch. People are just interesting to watch. Like we are a crazy species. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, hello, Mr. Frederick. Welcome.
Hey, Frederick. Yeah, I'll tell you, just watching TikTok, you just see the absolute most interesting side of humanity.
Oh, yeah. Even some of that nowadays, it's like, come on, did you really need to make a TikTok of that? Like,
I know. Yep.
everyone's going for that one time they're going to get a hit 1,000,000 or something. You know, it's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, that transfers over into society in general with like people wanting instant gratification and
oh yeah, oh
yeah.
for sure.
Hey, Isis. Nice to see you.
Oh, Isis, welcome, welcome. It's a tea. I hear ya. Frederick has put out some nice little, couple cute little cards lately too. You see him
Yeah.
putting up on my stuff now that he's been friended my stuff. It's like he's got some cool stuff out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just saw one just the other day that I really liked.
All right, sentiment, and we are ready to rock this out.
Nice. I'm cutting my last piece. And then it's just assembling and brushing on the glitter.
I gotta go wipe off the stencil because I gotta use this one more time, which I probably should have did that first before gooping it up. I'm gonna wash this off. I will be right back.
All right. Christy, I don't know. We could certainly, we did take a break in regards to our lives, but there could still be some additional Pooh Bear cards coming out. Could maybe use it again. We do have to keep an eye on what is in stock in the levels to make sure that the items we want to use are in stock. And that Pooh release has really just been off the charts. So certainly a favorite of mine recently.
What was the question? I mean, oh, are we done with Pooh Bear cards?
Yeah, so I had told her right now we're taking a break, but you never know. We could return to the 100-Acre Woods.
Yeah, might come back. We usually start working ahead with what's coming out and all that kind of goody stuff too. So,
Do have to say I am really looking forward to spending some time making my card for next week. I'm excited about the products that we'll be using. So, yeah.
we have not done much of the floral side of things, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah. Yep, and I do love working with florals, so
Yeah.
that's going to be fun.
So I am just edging out one row of my geo leaves around my edge that'll pop out from behind the card panel. Just trying to use up the stencil in a couple different ways on this card. I don't know about you, Walter. I am like, You probably gathered from my text to you just saying products, and I named off all these stencils. I'm getting kind of hooked on stencils right now.
I could tell that, yeah.
I keep pushing, like, do you have the stencil? Do you have the stencil? Yeah, I've just been really hooked lately on stencils. I'll just trim this down to one more size, I think, to fit.
Okay. Start doing some assembling here. Yes, they certainly are, Candi. That's why I made sure that I actually did enter the CYOE challenge this month.
If I had time to throw one in there, I would totally do it. Even our live next week won't hit for this month, so
Yeah.
all right. That works there. One more time with my stencil. I heard Christopher say that they've been doing CYOE sneak peeks. Where can I find them? I don't recall seeing them. Ooh, that's a great question, Isis. You know what? I remember seeing that in a chat I was watching, and I might have to defer to Candi or somebody that's in our chat that might know, because I am not sure either. But if we find out, I would like to go take the sneak peek of that too.
Yeah, so Candi did say that last week, so you can go check out his live from, I don't recall if it was Tuesday or Thursday.
So he did say where we can go take a little sneaky peeky?
No, he actually shared it. Shared a
Got it.
Yeah.
Candy's gonna go look and see which one.
Awesome.
So I just am cutting down my wobbler to fit behind that wheel. Okay. Well, let's get some assembly going.
Yeah, tonight's cards definitely kept us busy.
Yeah. We both actually had a lot of fussy cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Francie. He did a nice job with that bottom wave interpretation there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Just something fun.
Yeah, Christy, this is a great little set if you don't have it, because it's going to go really well with mermaids, I think, next month. Coming up. You also get a free pack of A2 card bases with the bundle tonight. Here's the challenge when you move craft spaces. You can't remember now where you overly organize, thinking, oh my God, this is so nice and organized. Now I can't remember where everything's at. I stood here for a second going, dimensionals. I put dimensionals close to where they would be convenient. Where would that be?
I spent some time over the weekend reorganizing my craft area, and I just feel like so relaxed now that everything is back to being nice again.
Oh, I love it when you just power clean and organize it.
Yep.
It gives you it. I feel like it's that feeling of like when you climb into bed with like fresh new sheets. It's like it just feels so.
Isn't that the best?
Yes.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, but I personally love getting into bed under the sheets. And when the sheets are cold, I love that.
Oh, well, I always run hot anyway, so cool sheets, and then but I will have a fan on 24/7, because I always have to have one leg out to kind of like regulate my temperature with a fan going. So it's usually the ceiling fan or a fan going.
Okay, so I am assembled. Now I'm just going to brush some of the glitter glaze onto a few elements. And of course that will dry. And I waited to put it on until things were in place so that I didn't end up like, knowing me, I would forget that I put some on something, put like my card panel on top of it and end up getting glitter where I didn't want it or something.
Right.
So
Yeah, we both got a lot of texture going on these cards.
yeah. It was this was a really fun set to work with. That's true, Francie.
Hello, Susan. Welcome, welcome. We are just assembling our pirates, so we're almost there.
We are almost done with our cards. Oh, Francie, I can't tell you how many hoodies I have that have colored elbows now because of me putting my elbow into something. And it's not washing out right away. And of course, I don't notice it right away. It's like later that night when I'm taking it off, I'm like, oh, really, Walter? You stuck your elbow in again.
Wow, then if you wash something and don't see it till afterwards, you're almost like, you're like done because it's like you've already washed it and it's not going to come out as easy.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Oh, look, here comes Dirty Elbow Walter. All right, so I am done.
Oh,
I did a little bit different than the original. On my original, I kind of cut the panel, the inside panel down a little bit smaller to have the phone book border. This one, I just put it right onto the phone book card, onto the card, and just to have more of that really fun star and clover paper showing in the background.
I'm almost there. A couple assembly snafus here. lining up isn't working here.
Ah.
All right, let's retry that again.
Oh, Francie. Oh, too funny. So while Shawn's working on that, I'll go ahead and do just a quick recap of the bundle one last time. In the bundle this week, we have the Candi teal coat, the teal candy coat. Let me get that right. Which is just beautiful and sparkly and a lot of fun. The chunky glitter glaze silver moons, that is just gorgeous and adds such a nice shimmer to your projects. The Flower Power paper pad, the Pirate Party stamp set, and the GeoLeaf stencil, along with the phone book cardstock. And all of that is for a price of $71.34, which is 15% off. So just a reminder that is out there on the website. Ellen, thank you so much. That's such nice feedback to have. Shawn, she said, guys, I've really been enjoying your lives. You have a very watchable style, and we are an awesome audience. Yes, you are.
Oh, yes, you guys are. I love that they are interactive and chatty and the whole everything. So, yes, we appreciate it.
Good night, Brenda. I'll talk to you soon.
Nighty night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time doing these lives. I love the chat. I love just being able to partner with Shawn and craft and hopefully give some inspiration.
Yeah, this has been just so much fun I like the concept. Like, I just like everything that we've been doing with it,
Mm-hmm.
All right, which way is up on this one? And I think I have a card.
Nice.
I realized, did I even stamp it? I don't even think I stamped it. Let me check my pieces here. Yeah, I forgot. I did the flag on my sample. I forgot the flag over here. So the bird is just going to have to go without a little flag here this evening. So yeah, there is mine.
Awesome.
For this evening. So slightly different as well. I ink blended the background on this one sample. When I did this and pre-made it, I forgot. But if you did notice on the one I did for tonight or started, you would have something like that started. And then I would just throw that one last row here and the silver on there, and you'd get that popping behind it. So for a little extra, I'll zoom in just a little bit too. That is mine for tonight.
Awesome. That is a lot of fun.
And it looks like a lot, but it was actually not. I mean, especially if I had the dies to die cut those out really quick. I mean, I shouldn't say the worst part, but the longest part was really just the coloring,
Yep.
Coloring and fussy cutting. You had fussy cutting going, but I mean, it really wasn't, assembly of these wasn't too bad with all the little pieces,
Oh, yeah. Yep, not at all.
All right.
Great. Well, I'm going to switch back up
Let me
to
go.
the top.
Face cam.
And
Thank
hopefully
you,
I'm not just
guys.
a bobbing head this time.
Yes. Well, you guys, thank you so much for showing up. We just appreciate you guys every Wednesday popping in. Walter went through the package one last time, so get yourself some pirates. Don't forget you get the A2 card bases for free with that purchase. If you purchase it as the bundle. So And I do believe, I double checked, I think the bundle said the stamp and die set. So when you look, double check. If it didn't, grab the die set because you'll love it for all these little pieces. So
you're right, it did. So that's awesome that you're getting the dies in there too.
Yeah, I mean that's like $25-$30 probably right there.
Yep.
With the dies. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you next Wednesday and from Minnesota.
Nice.